What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy WF, and this is my first ever college football 26 tip video. Now, I wanted to take a little bit of time, take a couple of days, and actually play the game, learn the game before I give you guys tips, so I can see how people are playing me. What's figure out what's giving me issues and lab up some stuff to alleviate that and give that to y'all. I feel like that's the best way to help people get better at the game. So that's what I did. So I see a lot of people on defense are resorting to running a lot of man coverage, whether it be cover two man to play super safe on defense or playing versions of cover one with shading inside and outside. But so that's what we're gonna take a look at right here, guys. I'm going to hop into a cover two man defense if I can find it. And I'm blind right now. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? There we go. And our offense, to show you guys this, I really like the UNLV offensive playbook. I really like a lot of stuff that's in here. It's a lot of stuff to beat man coverage. But the formation is gun, normal, Y off, and the play is Z corner. Now this is what the play looks like when you break the huddle. I personally like running this play with the tight end to the short side of the field, but you can run it to the other side. It doesn't really matter. Very easy adjustments. First things first, you want to take your A tight end, put him on an in route. That's most important. That's really the bread and butter of this play right here, the adjustment. Now you can get really adjusty with the other players on the field. Like for example, RB. You can do a lot of different things with him, but I personally like putting RB in the Texas route first and foremost. To mix up how you attack the coverage, you can do a few different things. Like you can put him on a wheel route. You can even just keep him on a flat route, but initially I just like to have him on a Texas route. And then optionally, you can put your X wide receiver or your B wide receiver on a comeback route. But just so things flow easier, for easy reads for myself, I like to put B on the comeback route. So this is my preferred setup for this play. Although, like I said, you can do a whole bunch of different things from this. And then as you see, cover two man. I really like this because you get either exaggerated wins by your tight end on his in route, or which I'm gonna show you guys, you can potentially force switching between those two linebackers. So cover two man. I've showed the play art. Initially, you see the linebacker on the right side of the field by like the hash. He is responsible for guarding the tight end. And then the linebacker on the left side of the field, he's responsible for guarding the running back. Sometimes because you have your tight end going up the field a bit, and then you have your running back going to the right, and then he cuts across. Sometimes you can force switching to where, like, when this cut happens, this guy right here will switch on to the tight end. Or, like you see right here, you just have exaggerated wins by your tight end, and it's like he keeps the same assignment. Either way works. It puts a lot of pressure on the defense with these two underneath routes. Very easy to get open players with these guys. And then also, speaking of things like that are really beneficial in this play, this slot wide receiver, his route, it's unbumpable. He will not be bumped. So he's always going to be unbumped. He's going to get inside position, and he's on a post route. And so he has a really good angle. The better this player is, the more wide open he's going to be. I'm using UNLV, so he's not great, but imagine if you put your star wide receiver in this player in this position, or if you're playing cut and you have a really good guy to put right here. He's gonna just be open crazy. And like I said, last but not least, is like this comeback route is a check down, whether it be cover one or two man, cover two man, doesn't really matter. So I showed you guys the tight end. So we're still in cover two man. I'm gonna show you guys the middle route, the post over the middle. Like I said, he's unbumpable. Pretty easy throw, guys. And it's a super clear lane because you have two underneath routes taking out these linebackers. So it kind of clears the way for this pass as well. So you just read the defense. For whatever reason, if you don't like the underneath routes, you got this right here. And then last but not least, if everything is boxed, you have the comeback route as like a check down. So that handles your cover two man. Now let's hop into cover one robber. So similar situation, except for one of the safeties, he's in a robber, he's in a three-back hook. So I want to illustrate the fact that you have that comeback as a check down. So I just threw that right there. If you get any off man coverage, that comeback route is money. They can't really do anything with it. So it's all right there. Same thing with this in route, like I showed you before. He just wins on his man. And this guy right here, he's in a 3-rec hook, but he's not gonna cover this. He's not gonna guard it. He can make the tackle, but he's not gonna stop the pass. So all you gotta do is just wait a little bit. You can actually throw the ball right here, get to completion, or wait until he just crosses further along, and he's just gonna just continue to win. And this guy is gonna stop in the middle of the field for an easy completion. Now for the robber, like he's gonna cover the Texas route later in the play, but like as soon as he makes a cut, you can throw it kind of low and get that Texas route off. And then like as shown before, inside position, he's gonna win as well. So that's the robber. And let's take a look at cover one hole, which is just change the assignments. Same thing. The comeback route is going to be open. A is going to have a really good chance of winning and RB, and then Y will have a chance in the middle of the field as well. And I get a horrible throw right there. Horrible throw. But you guys see that he won. So it just depends on what you want to do. You see the guy that's on the linebacker on the left, he's in that zone. But if he wasn't there, this in route's open. You can throw that in route. You can wait a little bit longer if you have a lot of time in the pocket. This guy, he's covered at this point, but if you have time to wait until he gets about right here, you can lob that ball up and catch it around here for an easy completion to the Texas. Or you can do the throw that I did. He wins if you get a good throw, easy completion right here. Or last but not least, like I said before, you have the comeback as a check down. It's going to be open. Off man coverage, he will be open every single time, guys. So if you're running against man coverage, you can use some concepts just like this to get the ball down the field. It's WF. I'm out.